Hello everybody and welcome back to the Formula Fred Racing channel. Ooh, and it's that time again. I can feel it tingling in my fingers. Testing's tomorrow. So, it's prediction time. But before I run from 20th to first place, I got a couple of special categories for you guys to wet your whistles. Prime Performer. This isn't necessarily the person that wins every race, but it's the person that gets the most out of their car. So this season, I've gone with Alex Albon, and after a cracking 2023 season, I can just see him building on that, and he is going to do something special this year. Mr. Underwhelmer. Now, again, this isn't the person that finishes last in the season, but it's the person that just absolutely gets the least out of their car. And for me, this is a toss-up between two people this season, and I just could not split them. So I've had to put them both down. First up, it's Esteban Ocon, and second, it's Lance Stroll. Ocon, I think he's going to be annoyed that Gasly beat him last season. He's going to come out, he's going to try and put his stamp on that team, so this is my team. But he's going to overdrive it and lose the team a lot of points. Then with Lance Stroll, what more can we say about him? He's just not interested, and unless the car is on it straight away, I think he's just going to get bored, and then he's going to get frustrated and be awful. Then the third and final special category is most improved, and it's gone to another Williams driver. It's going to Logan Sargeant. I think with a year under his belt and the team improving, I can see him making a big step forward this year. Right, on to the 20-1 predictions. And my returning viewers out there, don't you worry, there'll be some Fred's Far-Fetched Forecast crazy predictions at the end, so make sure to stick around for them. 20th place, Kevin Magnussen. And as much as I love this guy, you guys know I do, I think the car's just going to let them down, and they're not going to have anything to race with this year. 19th, Guan Yu Zhou. Steady driver from all accounts, but they're in this strange 2-year limbo before Audi take over, and I just can't see him developing the car that much in that time. 18th, Nico Hülkenberg. Just like with K-Mag, the car's going to let them down at every single race this season, unfortunately, but here's hoping that he pulls off some more amazing qualifying performances. 17th, Valtteri Bottas. I'm hoping that he's going to roll back the years and pull out a few great performances, but with this car, I think he's just going to be the top of those back two teams, and that's as much as he's going to hope for this season. 5 points at most, maybe. 16th, Logan Sargeant. Although I've got him as my most improved driver, and I think the car's going to do well, I think it's just going to join onto the back of the midfield pack, so this is the best that he's going to hope for. 15th, Lance Stroll. Now obviously this one's going to raise a few eyebrows based on the car last season. Aston was pretty good, but I just think unless they can get a grip on that car really early doors, I mean, the second half of last season, any upgrade that they put on it just made the car worse. 14th, Esteban Ocon. And as I said before, he's a great driver, but I can see him just trying to put the stamp on that team, and he's going to overdrive the car and lose the team a lot of points. 13th, Yuki Tsunoda. Now, I don't have VCARB finishing as high as I've seen some people predicting online. It's just too big a step for them to make too soon. Maybe in a couple of years, who knows. But right now, I can see a couple of good performances. They're going to join the midfield pack, but still, this is going to be Yuki's best season in 13th. 12th place, Daniel Ricciardo. I want to see the old swashbuckling Ricciardo back, making those overtaking manoeuvres, and really just go, right, 2025, I'm in that Red Bull. So I can see him having a good season from that. 11th, Alex Albon. Another year under James Vowles, making this Williams a better car, a better place to work. And I think Albon's just going to go, yep, I'm a hot ticket in Formula 1 at the moment. The team loves me. Everyone wants to take me, so I'm just going to build on that. And here's hoping. 10th place, Pierre Gasly. Pierre's going to do what Pierre does. He's going to go there, he's going to score you consistent points, he's probably going to be on the lower end, and when the opportunity arises, he's going to get a big result for you. That's all you can say from him. 9th place, Fernando Alonso. With the midfield battle being so tight this season, it's going to take someone special to grab the ball by the horns and say, I'm getting the points today, and Fernando's that man. Now, on to the top 4 teams, and I think these teams are just going to break away a little bit from the rest of the pack. So, 8th place, Carlos Sainz. Yeah, he's coming off another great season in 2023. The only man to get a win in a Grand Prix that wasn't a Red Bull. But I can see him doing the same thing as Ocon, where he's going, I'm going to prove you wrong, getting rid of me at Ferrari, and just not score the points he should do. 7th place, George Russell. Now I really hope I'm wrong with this one, but George has been driving in his head at least since the second half of last season, and if that carries on, he's just going to keep making mistakes and losing points. 6th place, Oscar Piastri. Now, the McLaren, it's going to be great right out the box this season. It's not going to be the 10 race head start that everyone else had on them, but we can't forget that Oscar's still only in his 2nd season and he's still got a lot to learn. 5th place, Sergio Perez. Now, truthfully, I think it's going to be his last season in F1. Red Bull going to have the best car again, not by as much, but still going to be a great car, and he's just going to be found out time and time and time again, and they're going to say, sorry, enough's enough, we need someone that can do a better job. 4th place, Charles Leclerc. Now I think that Ferrari and the Mercedes, they're going to be very close this season. It's going to be nip and tuck between the two of them, and yeah, I think Charles will have some great performances and have a very solid season. Number 3, Lewis Hamilton. As I say, the Mercedes and the Ferrari, they're going to be so close together, but Lewis's ultra consistency is going to be what takes him above Charles in this season, and I think he'll want the bragging rights going into Ferrari, so I can just see him pipping him at the post. Number 2, and as much as it pains me to say it, Lando Norris. I mean, it's going to be a great season from him. I reckon 2-3 wins, a lot of podiums, and a lot of driver of the days. He's going to do some great stuff, but ultimately, with this being his first title fight, he's just going to fall short. We'll be close though. And number 1, breaking the hearts of every single non-Red Bull fan, Max Verstappen. He's a relentless winning machine. He is inevitable, and he just collects race wins like they're infinity stones, and he's gonna win it. It's not going to be by as much. Hopefully there's going to be a few more race winners this time round, and they push him right till the end, but I can still see him winning it. And finally, it's that time you all love. Fred's far-fetched forecast crazy predictions. Number 1, Lance Stroll. He calls it a day in the middle of a Grand Prix and goes, do you know what? I've had enough. I'm not coming back. And he's going to quit, and he'll never be seen in Formula 1 again. Number 2, Oscar Piastri will actually win a Grand Prix before Lando Norris. Number 3, despite what I said in an earlier video, Pierre Gasly is going to be named as Lewis Hamilton's successor at Mercedes. Number 4, the safety car record is going to be broken at a single Grand Prix, and for those of you wondering, that's 6 times. But for me, this is going to be VSCs and safety cars, not just safety cars. And finally, number 5, Max Verstappen to DNF more than once. What a crazy world we live in where that's a prediction. So that's a wrap for today. Join me later in the week so we can do a testing roundup. Am I going to be wrong already? Am I going to be right? Who's going to do a great job? We don't know, but we'll soon find out. So like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that we can watch the season unfold together. I'll see you there. Bye bye.